Welcome to the Explainer. You know, we all love it when developers hide fun little Easter eggs for us to find. But what about the devs who prefer to hide a metaphorical banana peel and then just wait behind the curtain for us to step right on it? Today, we're doing a true top 10 list, counting down the absolute greatest times game developers deliberately and masterfully messed with their own audience, all the way from number 10 to number 1.
So let's dive right into this countdown and see exactly how the people behind the curtain weaponized our own expectations against us. Because honestly, sometimes the most dangerous enemy in a game isn't some monster with a giant health bar. It's the developer sitting back and grinning as you walk straight into a carefully laid trap. Kicking us off at number 10. We have a brilliant psychological trick from 2009 that made gamers' hearts collectively stop. I'm talking about Batman Arkham Asylum. Near the end of the game, the screen suddenly glitches out, the image tears completely apart, and it legitimately looks like your console just died. But then, the game's opening sequence starts up all over again, except this time, the Joker is driving Batman into the asylum. It was entirely part of the story. Rocksteady Studios brilliantly weaponized our very real, very deep fear of hardware failure. Let's move to number 9 and see an early, groundbreaking example of breaking the fourth wall. Konami's masterpiece, Metal Gear Solid. If you've played it, you remember the infamous Psycho Mantis boss fight. This guy literally reads your physical memory card and comments on other games you've been playing. And as if that wasn't crazy enough, he tells you to put your controller on the floor so he can move it with his mind. He actually triggers the built-in rumble motor to make the controller skitter across your carpet. Developers were trolling us way before it was trendy. Coming in at number 8, we have a community joke that went way, way too far. Blizzard's Diablo 2. For years, players had been spreading these wild, completely fake rumors about a secret cow level hidden in the very first Diablo game. Total myth, right? Well, Blizzard brilliantly trolled their audience by taking those years of fake rumors and actually building a real secret level for the sequel, filling it entirely with weapon-wielding cows. They turned a massive community joke into an absurd, playable reality. Landing at number 7 is arguably the most famous prank in modern gaming history. Valve's Portal turned its entire reward structure into one giant practical joke. The whole game, you're constantly promised a delicious cake as a reward for finishing these deadly puzzles. But as you look around, you start finding hidden messages scribbled on the walls revealing the truth. The promised reward is totally fake. The cake is a lie didn't just become a legendary meme, it showed how devs could turn the very concept of player motivation into a spectacular punchline. Moving on to number 6. This one hits players right where it hurts. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. As your character's sanity meter drops in the game itself starts faking real-world technical problems. The absolute worst one. It suddenly flashes a horrifying message claiming that all of your save data is being erased. They brilliantly targeted the one single thing horror fans fear far more than any digital monster, permanently losing their hard-earned progress. Halfway through our list at number 5, we find a game that demands absolute inaction. The Stanley Parable lands here with a truly hilarious achievement troll. To get this one specific achievement, you literally have to close the game and not play it for 5 whole years. And for the remake, they bumped it up to 10 years. It's genius because the developers realize the best, most ironic way to make you complete the game was to literally force you to stop playing it for up to a decade. Our number 4 spot takes the whole save file idea to a deeply emotional level. Platinum Games' Nier Automata. To get the true ending of this massive game, you are presented with a staggering choice. You can permanently delete your entire save file, dozens and dozens of hours of hard work, just to help strangers online complete the grueling final challenge. You sacrifice everything for people you will never, ever meet. Actually, scratch calling it just a troll, it's a beautifully poignant move that totally elevates the medium. Breaking into our top 3, the bronze goes to an absolute classic. Yep, Nintendo's Super Mario Bros. I mean, imagine being a kid in the 80s fighting through this entire brutal, fire-filled castle, only to be greeted with this exact message. And then it happens again, and again. Nintendo essentially invented the gaming equivalent of keep scrolling, constantly teasing the ultimate reward just out of reach and forcing you to keep playing. Just missing the top spot is number 2, which completely flips the script on how you're actually supposed to win. Ubisoft's Far Cry 4. Right at the beginning, the charismatic villain Pagan Min tells you to wait at a table while he steps away. Naturally, our instinct is to immediately run off and start the adventure, right? But if you actually just sit there, doing absolutely nothing for about 15 minutes, Pagan returns, you share a meal, and a secret ending unlocks that completely finishes the game. It brilliantly illustrates that the fastest way to beat the game is to literally just obey the villain and sit there.
Before we reveal our number one pick, we have to shout out a few honorable mentions. We've got the terrifying mimics of Dark Souls disguised as treasure chests, Undertale's unsettling ability to remember your actions even after you reset your save file, Donkey Kong Country 2 faking you out with a fake credit sequence, and Zelda Link's Awakening, which lets you steal from a shop but permanently renames you Thief and instantly kills you if you ever walk back in.
That brings us to the ultimate question. Which prank reigned supreme to take our absolute top spot?
Taking the crown at number one on our countdown is a myth so powerful, it fooled kids worldwide without a single line of code.
The greatest developer troll of all time goes to Game Freak for the Mew under the truck rumor in Pokemon Red and Blue. For years, kids spread this rumor that the ultra-rare Pokemon Mew was hiding underneath a specific truck near the SSAM. Completely false. But the truly brilliant part? The developers knew about the rumor, leaned right into the mystery, and weaponized the community's own imagination simply by refusing to correct them during the height of the craze. They ensured an entire generation spent countless, maddening hours trying to unlock a secret that never existed. It is true gaming folklore.
And there you have it, the top 10 times game developers completely masterminded their players. What's really fascinating here is that it proves playing a video game is very much a two-way psychological street. So I leave you with this. Did you ever waste hours of your life looking under that truck for Mew? Which of these masterful developer traps perfectly caught you off guard? Keep an eye out for those banana peels, and as always, keep asking questions.